those who are listening, Julius has some amazing content where he really kind of shows you, like I said, the deep down aspects of the business. In addition to, what he does is really motivational and inspiring as well, but kind of showing you, even in his journey where he's going around, hey, this is what I do in a day, talking to customers and really having those one-on-one conversations so you can see what it looks like. Let me ask you this question, man. Like at this point in your career, you've come in, you've seen it, you've built out, you've scaled and begin to really take advantage of the distribution aspects of the business as well. How do you stay motivated now? Like what's driving you right now?
My motivation now is to help other agents change their situation, right? So like I have a lady who called me the other day. She was working with another agency almost in tears, right? Like this lady, here's the thing, guys, like not all agencies are the same. And I'm sure you know this, Rod.
Yeah.
Not all agencies are the same. Not all leaders are the same. There's people out there that unfortunately are just we're not all created the same, right? So she called me. She hadn't been compensated in over 2 months from her company. 2 months. Mind you, she sold policies, she's helped clients, and there's just some stuff that was going on at that company that they didn't pay her. So for me, it's like, okay, how do I make an impact on other agents? How do I help people change their financial situation? How do I pour into others so they can duplicate what I've been able to accomplish, right? So, dude, my impact, what motivates me now is I have more people than I've ever had reaching out to me from my own warm market that were in car sales, owned a retail cell phone store, did merchant services, like all these different avenues. Like, can you teach me? I need to make money. I need help. I'm looking for a way to do this. I hate my career or whatever the case may be. And so for me now, Rod, it's how do I share the knowledge that I've learned in my short few years in this business to help other people so they can help more people, right? It's a multiplication game. I want to multiply my efforts through all the different agents, because the more agents we can coach and train, the more people are going to get serviced out in the world.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And it's funny, how that happens like in this business, because the people who I've known that typically, find the most success, they eventually really want to help others be just as successful. We were talking about Eric Robinson, a friend of mine who's in your office, and the more you get out of this industry is the more that you want to share it with other people.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so true. And in the beginning, most people are scared to share the opportunity. I know I was.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
It's so wild. They're like they think it's something. I don't even know what they think. I remember when I was doing it, I was forced to do it because I was at an agency that it was more of an MLM. They required you to go recruit so you can earn higher commissions. Well, what I found was that's not the way all businesses work. And
right.
I know for me, I was scared because I was like, I don't want to be the guy at the party that's everyone is avoiding, which I became, because I was like, dude, I got to make money. If I got to recruit, let's go, come in here, let's do that. Right. Like I was that dude because I was like, whatever I got to do, it doesn't matter. Survival of the fittest was my mentality. But, now I'm so passionate about sharing because no matter who I talk to, I know we can actually make a difference in their life. We have a vehicle, a model where someone can come in with literally no experience, no abilities, just come in, plug in, get a license, we'll train you up, and within a matter of weeks, you literally can be earning money to change your life. And knowing that we have that power and is so liberating, because now I can talk to anyone and I have no remorse or scarcity or fear about talking to someone, because it's the best opportunity in America, if you ask me.
100%, without a doubt. And you don't need much. You just need, in the words of Julius Gilgur, you need a strong work ethic, right? You need to be willing to face those fears and inhibitions that you have and continue to push through them. And you need to make sure that you have an open mind about what the opportunity can bring for you. And with those ingredients, am I right? In any
100%, bro, spot on.
If you have those elements, then you can take that, and if you got a great team, that's the other piece, right? Great leadership, great organizational culture.
Yes.
which I know you guys have. Great team, great organizational culture. That is going to help you as well get to even higher heights. But all you need to get started is just that work ethic, be willing to face those fears, because everybody has, I think it's important that you said that, because everybody feels the same way when they're stepping into the space. Everybody is afraid. Everybody is scared. They don't know what to do, even when it comes, not just sharing it with someone about getting in the business, but talking to somebody, trying to speak to someone about setting an appointment, yeah. To get them covered, even. So it's amazing, man. Tell me, so your life before having a license, after having a license, how has it changed you as a person?
Ooh, a lot. So I've become more empathetic. I've become a better servant to others, and I say that because now I realize I'm in the service space. I'm not in the sales space, right? I'm more aware than I've ever been of everything in my life, people that are around me, how people interact. It's dude, like literally, I would say almost every aspect of my life has changed. I'm more spiritual than I've ever been. I'm in the best physical shape I've ever been. Emotionally, I'm in the best emotional state. Like it's crazy, man, because this business, and I don't know, I think a portion of it is, being in business for yourself more than it is just having a license, right? But I think it goes hand in hand, kind of like I talked about earlier. It's the self-development, right? It's being able to look at where are you not whole? Where do you have flaws that you can get better at, right? And so once I started doing that in business, I also started I turned that mirror around and looked at myself. Where am I doing that not only in business, but where am I doing that in life, man? And so that to me, that's so rewarding, because now it's just like, not only has this business really shaped and changed my life financially, but it's changed every aspect of my life, the relationships I have and don't have, right? Like there were people in my life that I should have never had in my life at that point of what I was trying to accomplish, negativity, toxicity, et cetera, that you no longer tolerate, right? There's, you start to realize, like, if you're trying to get to a level of success that other people are not at, there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to separate yourself, because you're not going to think, act, and do what those people do, right? And so I have a bunch of friends and family that are kind of still where they're at, and that's great, and I love them. But me as an individual who's trying to ascend, who's trying to level up, who's trying to live the American dream, I had to look at myself in the mirror. I had to look at what I was doing in business, but I also had to look at who I am as an individual and how do I become the man, the leader that I want to be, and change those aspects about me spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, you name it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad that you mentioned that. And the reason I wanted to ask that question is because, when we look at, the industry, we look at the insurance industry, we look at it as a career path, right? And we talk about kind of the income, and even we talk about like the service, right? We're adding value, to people and that kind of thing. But I like to take a minute and really just reflect on how engaging in the space affects you in intangible ways, right? Personal development, as you know, is a big part of this business. And as you're going through and you're learning the principles, whether it be, sales psychology or, discipline, all of these things, they not only change the way that you're going to be doing your business, well, they're shaping the way that you're going to be doing your business, but they also shape the way that you start to live your life as well. And the people that you find yourself around, that process goes through a change as well, because you start to operate in a way where you are attracting who you are. Yeah.
So true.
And it's just an important part of it. So at this point, man, you're helping other people, you're building. What's the dream for you? What's the ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal. So I actually finished my vision board yesterday. Last time I did a vision board, I had just got into the industry. maybe within my first year, I created a vision board because I needed something to shoot for, right? So I did that a few years back. And then, looking back at it recently, I'm like, man, I accomplished a lot of these things. And I'm a big believer into like attracting, the law of attraction, manifestation, stuff like that. And so I remember one of the things that I put on my vision board was a quote from Patrick Bet-David, right? And it said, a goal, being a millionaire is not a goal. Earning $1 million in 3 years, that's a goal, right? Or something like that. And I took that quote and I put it on my vision board, and I was like, damn, looking back, I was like, I didn't think I could accomplish it, but I did it.
Yeah.
I was like, so that's super cool. But, and again, not about financial, but it's just, you asked me kind of what's my ultimate goal. So for me, it's growing the agency to a point where we can have and partner with Integrity Marketing Group. That's the ultimate goal. I see that happening within 2 years, if not sooner.
Yeah.
So that's number one. But then also being able to take everything that I've learned in this industry and create more financial freedom, not only for myself, but for all the people around me. And really just having an impact on anybody that I can, right? In the most positive way, and really just leaving a legacy of someone that was of service, that made an impact, not only financially, but also, in any way that I can, whether it's inspirational, mental, physical, et cetera. But it's really, for me, having an integrity partnership and then just creating financial freedom for myself, my family, and the people around me.
Absolutely. And I'm not gonna get too much into the integrity because we just want to get people licensed first. the last part that Julius just said, that's something that you're going to want to reach out to him and find out about, because that's a huge opportunity there. But hey man, I want to say, thank you for the time once again, sharing your story. Once again, lots of information, even at the end, the law of attraction and manifestation and the spirituality, like all of those things really play a part in creating not only a successful business, but a successful life. And you certainly embody that. So I appreciate you. And I appreciate you sharing, your business and who you are as a person. I just want to let you know that, man. Really.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to be on. And, dude, this is all about giving back now, man. Like once we learn what we can do and we've accomplished a bunch, yourself, myself, how do we give back? And so for me, this is an honor, and sometimes I sit back and think like, am I the person that can actually impact folks? And early on in my career, I said no, right? Like I didn't believe it. I even posted something on social media about 2-3 days ago. I was like, if you would have asked me that, could I have imagined that I was a person that could inspire, help, and impact people, change their lives? I would have been like, no, like I'm just an average dude. And I am an average dude, but I've worked hard and I've learned a lot. And what's crazy is anyone can do it, right? It's not, that's the cool thing about this business, this industry, and what we're doing, man, is like literally anybody can do it if they just apply themselves and they just keep going. Because everything I've done, everything I'm sure you've done has happened through experience, information, and most importantly, execution, right? And so you do those things, there's no reason why you can't do that yourself. And so for me to be able to be on here with you, man, it's been an honor. It's a pleasure. Anything I can do to help folks, I'm all about it.
Hey, let's talk about that. Two things before we get out of here. First, for that person that's kind of on the fence, they're thinking about maybe getting in this business. Like I said, maybe they've been introduced, by someone they know, or they've maybe heard something about it. Maybe they've seen, some of your clips. Maybe they've seen, some clips about our platform. And they're like really considering this. What would you tell that person that's kind of riding the fence on whether they should jump into this industry or not?
I say the only person you should talk to about getting in this industry is someone in the industry. If you talk to anybody outside of the industry, they don't have the facts. You need to talk to someone that's, number one, got the facts, but number two, has proven that it can work, right? Because those are the people that are going to guide you the best, not someone that started and fell off, not someone that's, has excuses for everything that they're doing and why it didn't work. Talk to someone that's in the business and that it has actually had success, and somewhere or someone, I should say, that is where you want to be. Someone that you admire, someone that you relate to, whether it's Rod, myself, anyone else. But that's the key thing, is talk to someone who's got the information, who's got the experience, who's got the chops, who's proven it, and get the facts so you can make the best decision for yourself.
Awesome, man. Awesome. If folks do want to talk to you, if they want to reach out to Julius Gilgur, how do they get in contact with you? Best way to reach me is you can hit me up, text me, call me on my cell phone. My number is 602-703-9665. If I don't answer, I'll hit you back. I'm always on it. You can find me on Instagram at julius.gilgur. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. Julius Gilgur, spelling Julius. Last name is Gilgur. I just found out if you type my name in Google, I guess I come up in a bunch of different places. So I'm not a hard guy to find. So if you need me, there you go. If you guys are looking to get some insight, get into the business from one of the best, Julius Gilgur is that guy, 100%. So look, I don't know what you got from this conversation, what aspect really stood out to you, but I hope that, there was some nugget, whether it be the work ethic, whether it be pushing through your fears, whether it be, the monetary gain that you can experience, whether it be, finding someone in your area who can share with you what it looks like, on the other side, so that you can go ahead and take that first step. Whatever it is, I hope you heard something, one thing that made you think to yourself, you should get a license. Until next time, have a great day.